prevention is better than curing. So instead of having the roster around the storming phase, because that is where the most problems will come, and also if you worked on prevention, there will be more, but most of the work is done by prevention. If you ask performance coaches, I just made a podcast about that as well, and it's coming out upcoming Wednesday with Ursula Klimczak, a performance coach. And performance coaching and making the team dynamic go run smooth, and there are no hiccups in the communication and no noise. It's all about prevention, making sure all the players and the staff don't do stupid shit stuff, or whatever you call it, to filter out all the things that could happen in the beginning by setting clear expectations of one another, define the roles, how we should approach things, what the objectives are, and what kind of values we carry as a team. So good of the prevention and making sure you can handle conflicts that don't revolve into something toxic or non-beneficial. It's putting attention towards doing a lot of things right in the beginning of the team dynamic phase. So once you start to work with one specific player, when you start with building a team, what is the first thing that you do is talking about our values, our objectives, what our approaches, what our strengths, our weaknesses. And I believe a lot of you do those things already, but also be aware that it's not only about strengths and weaknesses in play style, but also in personality. How do we behave? What do you like as a person? So you need to be invested, and that's what I say quite a lot in my videos. You need to be invested into your team, not interested. Not only when it suits you, but be invested. Ask the questions, go into conversations, and lure out those conflicts in the beginning. How are you perceiving this game? What are your ambitions? Who is your star player? Who are you looking up to? What do you find important? How was your day-to-day life? What kind of problems did you run into this week in your solo queue or solo ranking game? All these questions attribute to knowing each other, knowing what we stand for, knowing what kind of objectives and approaches we value, so we can always be in sync and be aligned, so the developmental progress and the going and basically sailing through the conflicts is as much smooth as we can. It won't be let's say a guarantee. It's never a guarantee that you will go with a straight line towards great performing stages. Every team has its hiccups, and it's good and it's bad, but you'll make it way more bearable. 100% sure if you do these things. So if you want to learn more about this and also prevention, I also made some videos about that. So the first one is, if you're interested in watching that, is how to coach at the beginning of the season. We will talk about the forming phase and what you can do and what things to look at. So if you really want more information about this particular phase, then go into that, but we covered quite some bit already. But for you out there that really wants to get things precise and want more content, this is the video for you. And also the link towards the 4 pillars of coaching. So that's a series of 4 videos to set out a safe environment for everyone to work in, to play in, and to conflict in. Right? So you need 4 pillars in order to create a safe environment where everyone can leverage their strengths and overcome their weaknesses by working with each other and knowing about each other. So be sure to check that out as well.